Decorator mirrors and bathroom light fixtures are on sale at Handyman. Choose from dozens of styles to dress up your bathroom. Designer mirrors and bath lights, all on sale at Handyman.
To help remodel your home, Handyman.
The new leader of hundreds of Lutheran congregations in South Dakota can relate to the flooding that's plagued communities across KELOLAND. How taking over the reins of the ELCA has been her personal baptism by fire. Plus, and Boredom Busters will pay a visit to SuperCon, where characters from the comic book pages are springing to life this weekend. Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your Sunday morning. First, our top story. Winter is making an early arrival in areas to the west of KELOLAND. This is what it looks like in Montana, where the snow could be measured in feet by the time it's all over. The weekend snow is already causing problems, creating whiteout conditions on the roads while downing trees and power lines. Winter storm warnings have been posted for parts of Montana, Wyoming, and Idaho. The snow is expected to keep falling throughout today, bringing the potential of record amounts for this early in the season. Flooding in KELOLAND not only takes a financial and emotional toll on families, but a leader of South Dakota Lutherans is also concerned with flooding's spiritual impact. Constanza Hagmeyer was installed earlier this month as the new bishop of the South Dakota Synod of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America. Then, just days later, flooding hit her neighborhood in Madison. Now she's using her new position to reach out to flood and storm victims across the state. Find out how she hopes to provide spiritual comfort to those struggling to make sense of the disaster in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND at 10. Well, meteorologist Grant Smith is tracking an active day of weather in KELOLAND. He joins us now from the Storm Center with the latest. Good morning, Grant.
Yes, Perry, we've got a warm front swinging through, and if it's able to clear out these clouds, we're looking at a very active late day into tonight where we could see strong to even severe thunderstorms. But as far as during the day, we're looking at a lot of cloud cover, and we may see some non-severe thunderstorms moving into the east and to the southeast. As we zoom out early this morning, seeing some rain popping up on the northern counties and just to the north. But if we look to the south, just on the very edge of the warm front, that's where we're seeing some thunderstorms there, and all that energy is moving on to the north, where we may see that pass through the southeast. So your forecast here, what can you expect from today? A cloudy day with some clearing from west to east. Highs will be in the 60s to lower 80s, with the coldest temperatures in the north, warmest temperatures in the south. And some passing thunderstorms this morning, but then late day potential for some severe storms. We'll discuss that and the rest of the 7-day coming up here in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Grant. Well, superheroes are roaming the halls of the Sioux Falls Convention Center this weekend. SuperCon, the Wrath of Con, is a celebration of all things comic books and science fiction related. Attendees can shop around the vendor floor or sit in on panel discussions. And of course, if you're going to be going, you have to dress the part.
Looking at different cosplayers and seeing the work that they've done, and also different keychains like this. It's really fun, and I think it's just super cute and exciting.
SuperCon, the Wrath of Con, gets underway at noon at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. Proceeds from the event go to the JY6 Foundation, which supports research to end pediatric cancers and to reach literacy. The More Than Pink Walk is a fundraiser for Susan G. Komen of Great Plains. Registration is underway right now at Falls Park. The cost is $30 for adults, $15 for youth. The opening ceremony is at 9:15. The walk begins at 9:30. New this year is a remembrance tent to honor those who've lost their lives to breast cancer. Strawbale Winery in Renner is hosting Hounds and Sounds, a fundraiser for the Sioux Falls Area Humane Society. Bring your dog and enjoy classical music by the Sioux Falls Chamber Music Collective from 1 to 4 this afternoon. The cost is $10. The dogs are free. Food trucks will also be available. The Sioux Empire Community Theater presents the musical Mamma Mia. The performance is at 2 o'clock at the Downtown Orpheum Theater. Tickets are $30. And Springdale Lutheran Church, southeast of Sioux Falls, is hosting a soup and pie supper and bake sale. Serving time goes from 4 to 6. The cost is a free will offering. Springdale Lutheran is located 2.5 miles north of Lake Alvin on 480th Avenue. Grant.
Go ahead and take a look at your forecast for today. That area of thunderstorms down near in southern Nebraska looks like it's going to project to move through eastern and southeastern KELOLAND, say around midday, and then it moves on, and then all eyes will be on the west to see if we can get any thunderstorm development during the heat of the day, as the Storm Prediction Center has placed a slight risk for severe weather for this area in yellow, centered over the northeast, but if you notice, it stretches to the south and to the west. And the big picture here, what we have going on is we got a lot of ifs in this forecast. This is a conditional severe today because we need a lot of things to happen in order to get the severe weather. So here's some of the ifs that we're looking at. First of all, this is going to be several different layers of colors on here. So first of all, the white is the cloud cover. A lot of cloud cover over the area. But as the warm front, which is here in red, slowly moves on to the north, it's going to push out some of the clouds, and that may allow for some thunderstorms to develop later on today. The colors you're seeing just on the south side of the front, the blue is CIN, or convective inhibition. It's like a lid that keeps the atmosphere from allowing to expand and get those thunderstorms going. The areas in yellow and red, that is CAPE, or convective available potential energy, which is the measure of fuel in the atmosphere where we can get some thunderstorms going. So notice how once we get to the middle of the afternoon, lots of available fuel with no lid on it at all in the south, central, and southwestern corners. But the issue is, well, the front that would get any thunderstorms going is on the north side of it and on the west side of it. So we have a lot of energy here, but no trigger to get the thunderstorms going, unless just the natural daytime heating allows for the atmosphere to rise just enough to get some thunderstorms going. If we don't see any of activity during the afternoon, all of that will shut down as the CIN begins to collapse back on top of it later on in the evening. And then the cold front and the low pressure that swings through at nighttime, that could get some thunderstorms going as that rolls through the area. So if we don't see thunderstorms late this afternoon, better chance will be during the overnight hours. Also, that is our wet week ahead. All that wet energy just off to the west is sliding to the east. So your 7-day forecast has a few more days of rain in the forecast. So your forecast for today: 80s in the south, 60s in the north, thunderstorms potential as we head throughout the rest of today. And then tonight, as the cold front slides through, it's going to bring some very cold air to the west. Overnight lows in the 40s. Still ahead of the cold front, 60s and 70s for overnight lows in the east and southeast. And then tomorrow, highs will be in the 80s in the southeast, cooler 50s in the west, with mostly sunny skies in the afternoon. And then Monday night into Tuesday is the next chance for showers and some rumbles of thunder. Temperatures, though, topping out in the 50s Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then warming back up to lower 60s for the Sioux Falls area next weekend. Another chance for rain. Aberdeen, 50s for highs Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Overnight lows in the 30s, and another chance for rain next weekend. For central South Dakota, chance for rain again Monday night into Tuesday morning, and then again on Wednesday. 50s for highs on Tuesday and Wednesday, returning to low 60s by next weekend. Rapid City in the Black Hills could see some snow in the Black Hills during the nighttime hours as temperatures dip into the 30s, afternoon highs in the 40s, but by next weekend, highs will be in the 60s with another chance for rain.
Thank you for joining us for KELOLAND on the Go. You can get up-to-the-minute developments right here on KELOLAND.com. Have a great day.